Crypto has not been this bad forever. We have another flush. Some tokens are done 30, 20%, but the baseline is like 14, 10, 11 on Arbitrum. And the market is completely selling off here, even though we could see multiple V-shaped recoveries on lower time frame, multiple setups that I thought we could bounce from, even though we caught everything perfectly the past 3 months. I actually misread this, or did I misread, or the market screwed up? I don't actually know, but the reason why this whole big sell-off is happening, it is because the new scares, which is the new government shutdown. The problem is that the Democrats are not willing to sign a bill that includes ICE funding, because ICE is killing people. I don't want to go into politics, it doesn't matter, but what matters is that unfortunately that is not going to be signed, or seems like it's not. There is a 77% probability for a shutdown, and this comes all on top of the FOMC de-risking that is happening this Wednesday. So there's a bunch of things to talk about. The Dow actually closes goes down 400 points at opening. There were $700 million worth of liquidations the past 24 hours. I actually got a little bit. I got 2% down on my Bitfunded account, which I'm not happy about, but a bunch of things to talk about. Let's go. If you don't know who I am, my name is 𝗕𝗲𝗄. I've been here since 2016. My whole point is making 4% a month, and that is 100x your wealth in the next 10 years. This is why we're called the 100x Club, and I navigate the market in 5 to 10 minutes every single day. Join in here, subscribe to the channel, and join in the community as well. Link in the description, completely free. So as you see here in the community, I've actually been saying throughout the entire time, I said that there is going to be a reversal. I actually gave you a heads up on Saturday saying the market is weak, but still, this might what we want to see. This is what the market maker wants us to think. The market was primed. No questions. There is, on the 1 hour chart, there is a beautiful, beautiful higher high marked here. There is a market structure breakdown here, a clear close below taking liquidity, and an immediate V-shaped recovery, closing above. I mean, this is what we call a textbook setup. It's a textbook setup for a long. Then, after there was an elevator up, there's stairs down, staircase down. I'm like, this is just confirming more that the market is looking absolutely beautiful. Then you go down onto the lower time frame on the 5-minute chart, and you look at this and you go, okay, there is a V-shaped recovery here. Look at this. There is a clear V-shaped freaking recovery in the 5 minutes. And then what? Futures open, sell-off. So, what do I make of all this? First of all, I've been here since 2016. I've been through 2017 bull market and the bear market following, then the 2021, then the bear market following. Guys, sentiment has not been this bad ever. I'm telling you. Like, the fact that textbook setups don't work on a lower time frame, after we have shorted from up here, like we literally took the short. You can look back on the channel and you've probably been here. We took the short up here, shorted it all the way down, on a confirmation, closed all the shorts, open up longs, and it doesn't work? Freaking mind-blowing. Anyway, what am I doing now? How I'm playing this? Number one, unfortunately, because this basically got violated by this future sell-off. I don't care why it sell off and this New York Open, and I don't care. It got violated. Unfortunately, you close the book, you delete everything you thought you'd seen, and you start again. And unfortunately, starting again means that this is breaking below. And as I said here, I actually had a post here. Let me just bring this up here. I actually had a tweet, and in that tweet I said that this is if Trump plays ball here, which apparently he doesn't because of this shit show. But I said if Trump plays ball here, it's here. If Trump plays ball here, now the local bottom must be in. That was literally on the very bottom. I'm gonna show in a second. And then decent pump, and then sub 80,000 Bitcoin. So that was, if I put this up on the screen here, let me see. Actually, I'm actually super keen on seeing where that was. Let me just put this up here. That was actually the Pico top on it. Okay, that's that doesn't matter. Okay, it was actually after the recovery of the top, because this was the close above, and then it pulled back, and then I was expecting that the local bottom is in here because of seeing the recovery, but unfortunately it's not. That said, here is what I'm thinking now. Here is what I'm looking at. Unfortunately, the local bottom was not in. So this, even though it looked fantastic, got completely violated, and because it got violated, unfortunately I have to play it level by level. Go down into the 15-minute. On a higher time frame, this is the actual higher time frame OB. So we can see a push all the way up here, and then this is where I would expect the rejection, last resort. But if I look here, go into the 15-minute chart, and I start marking the 15-minute levels, this level is a beast of a motherfucker, okay? Like this level is a very, very strong level. And I would actually argue this entire level that we just got in is a very strong level. If I see a 5-minute market structure shift, I am taking a short position because sub 80,000 Bitcoin. Now there is a higher high here. There are no 3 consecutive candles here. This is all the way down here, which would be sufficient. So I would imagine this does something like this. This is what I would want to see. Obviously, I'm going to update you, but I am looking for a short position until, yet again, I will see an hourly market structure shift. If I see that, beautiful, I am going to start looking for long positions. Unfortunately, until then, there is a massive build-up liquidity. Bitcoin is going sub 80,000. I think it's not a question of if, but the question is when. And if I look at the Bitcoin chart, let me just open this up. If I look at the Bitcoin chart, that is just clear. Like all this liquidity building up here. I would imagine this coming, maybe it can come back, probably it will come back about 90,000, 91,000. But ultimately, unfortunately, this is it. Like it's just literally going lower, 80,000, sub 80,000, and then we'll see where things go. It's very important. These are the times when you actually just want to play the market. There is no one in the freaking world that can tell you where Bitcoin is going. I can have the probabilities on my side, and I can tell you what I think is going to happen, and I put my money where my mouth is, and I trade it with you. And again, this was our first stop loss in like forever, which is normal, which is part of the game. If you play A-tier setups and they don't play out, I don't know what I can tell you. Guys, this is what I'm playing, TLDR. I do think that Bitcoin ultimately is going lower, but I was expecting a bounce. Unfortunately, that bounce got obliterated by the sell-off until I see a close above this level, which is the 3.01 trillion. If I 3.02 trillion, if I see a close above there, I am going to consider taking a long position. Until then, unfortunately, I am taking short positions. If I see a 5-minute market structure shift from anywhere here, I am interested in taking a short position and riding it until sub 80,000 Bitcoin or confirmed otherwise. That said, guys, truly appreciate you being here. I am going to post something incredible in the Telegram as well. So check that out, join in. There's a link in the description and I'll update you. On we go. Don't give up. Play what the market gives you. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.